what's up? JR the Boss Man here with you. WDJY 99.1 FM straight talk. We here for you 8 to noon today. Check us out. Listen to us people on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let the links are out there for you. Tune in Radio WDJY. Check them out. Check out their Facebook page. Like it as well. We got the live stream for you on WDJYFM.com. Check out the show. Great show today for you. We got college basketball coaches. We got Javon Hay, three-man with J.C. Smith. We got the Boss Report, top to Rich Tyndall. We have a good show for you. They talking some football, basketball, college basketball. Look, we won't bring it to you. It's what we do here in the Boss Man Show. Quality guests, quality content every week for you on the Boss Man Show. Check us out on Twitter at Boss Man Show, on Instagram The Boss Man Show, Facebook Boss Man Show. Also, personally for me, JR the Bossman on Twitter, JR the Bossman on Instagram, JR the Bossman on Facebook. LinkedIn, JR the Bossman as well. I'm there for you. LinkedIn as well. If you want to holiday on some business tip, LinkedIn, I'm there with you. YouTube pages. We are heard also on these apps. iHeartRadio, the Bossman Show, Google Play Music, Audio Boom, Spreaker, YouTube, tune in as well. iHeartRadio. We are heard on all these platforms. Please check us out. We can get the show on demand 24/7, 365. You can't miss the show. Anytime you want to listen to the show, go to those apps. Google Play, iTunes, iHeart, TuneIn, Spreaker, Stitcher, Google Play, Audio Boom, YouTube even. We have you covered. Email the show. No email this week, but email us always. Holla, BossmanShow.com. That's holla, BossmanShow.com. So we got to, like I said, folks, I'm enjoying this 4-hour show we have for you guys, this 4-hour marathon. It's amazing. I love the content we're able to give you each week. I enjoy booking these guests. I enjoy the back and forth. We're praying for interviews. I just love the whole process of what we got going on here at the Boss Man Show. Love our platforms. I love what we're doing off the air in the community as well. I just love what John and myself and the staff is doing. We're just working hard out here trying to cover these games, be family people as well, be community people, connecting with people, relationships for the show, for the station, and our affiliates down the line. It's all about doing what's right, being right for people, and just being you know, in it for the right reasons. And that's really big for us, is being in it for the right reasons, being in it for the right causes, trying to affect people in a positive way, bring people positive, fun radio. Like I said, we don't try to interview people to gimme, gotcha, or get them to chill off on themselves, or get themselves in a bad light. We're about positive views. Even if a coach is having a coach or a team player is having a bad game or a bad situation, I'm not here to make it worse. I'm gonna spin it positively for them, so they can come here and know that here on this show, we're not here to try to gimme, gotcha, or try to get clickbait, or it's about positivity here, and being positive is what something that I myself, John and the staff is all about. And I just want y'all to understand that about me and the Boss Man Show, is that we're about trying to help people and uplift people, not bring people down. So that's why you say interviews are very positive. We're not trying to get people to say something that's ill, or try to get them to say something that cause trouble or get clicks. Because I'm not about that. I'm about relationship building. I'm about people. I'm about people coming together, positivity. And if that's not what you're like or what you're about, that's not what you get. You get. I'm not the show for you. A lot of guys like that kind of radio, or a lot like that kind of show where they just trying to pontificate and gimme guys type people. There are some other sports hosts who I won't mention their names, who I just can't stand, because all they focus on is negativity. They feed into it, they feed off of it. And that's not who JR the Bossman is. That's not who John Beckler is. That's not who my staff is and my correspondents are. I'm trying to get the J Spot on the show, just with the guests we've been having. J Spot's been getting bumped. I hate that. Emails got bumped this week too because of the guests we have. So just understand something. If it's segment you like, we don't do it that week. It's because we got a lot of guest content. Uh, Guest content comes first here over correspondent or over correspondent segments. And so you all know, so if you're new to the show, we believe in guests first, and then we'll throw in our correspondent segments or our specialty segments after that. So you'll hear from us, per se. You won't really. We're not gonna do something just to do something. I'm not gonna cut a guest just to get in your specialty segment. Pretty much, there are some shows who do that. That's not here. I prefer getting the guest content, and then we'll figure out the rest later. So that's a little tidbit out the show right there. But I'm very excited for this week's show. A lot of great guests gonna come on the line with us today. College basketball season gets full swing. March Madness is coming up. Trying to get these teams with great records on the show right now. Get these coaches a platform, let them come on the show and talk to me, and see what we got going. So John will join me for the Boss Report for sure. Some interviews. He'll be around for those as well. So I'll tell you what, we got a good setup here at the Boss Man Show, having a great time, people. So strap up. Get ready to go, Boss Man Show. 4 hour marathons here. They with DJ Watt. 99.1 FM straight talk for you on the radio dial. WDJY Check them out. Twitter, WDJY We in it to win it. The Boss Man Show. We here. Get ready. Let's go.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Folks, we're back on the JR the Boss Man Show with a special guest for you from the show, Coach of the Denver Pioneers, the one on Rodney Billups on the Boss Man Show. Coach Billups, how things in Denver right now? Are you living it up real good right now in year two and your regime is heading the Pioneers, man?
It's good, man. First of all, I appreciate you having me back on the show. I always have a good time with you and the fellas on the show, man. This year they say second year is always the hardest. It's been challenging, but our team is in a spot right now where I'm comfortable. We got 4 games out of 5 to finish up our season at home, our regular season. So I'm happy where we're at.
Yeah, speaking of homestand, you got a brig when you guys South Dakota State coming in there with TJ Oxelberg and his boys up there. South Dakota State coming in there, and you guys play Omahas of the world or Roberts and those teams. So, Coach, do how do you keep your team from not looking past South Dakota State? And you know they the big wigs right now, Summit League right now. They got the top record right now. But if you get to beat them on your home floor, the confidence they'll give your team going forward, just not for this year, but next year as well, that you can beat the top team in the conference in your gym.
Absolutely. You know, it's kind of our philosophy here. You know, we never overlook an opponent. We never underlook them. So, the most important game is always the next game, and we prepare that way. So, with that being said, I think any team that we play at home, whether it's Colorado or Atlanta Hawks, I think we have a chance to win. And South Dakota State is no exception. You know, TJ does a really good job with his guys. They got the best player in Mike Dom on his roster. But if we play the right way, we play within ourselves and we play for and with each other, I think we give ourselves a chance, a great chance to win at the end of the game.
Exactly, and I know, Coach. You're right there in the middle of the standings right there, Coach. I look at the standings. You win some. If you usually get home stand 3 out of 4, all 4. You right there for the conference tournament seeding because it's really important. So you can try to get in that tournament and get the best draw you can. So, as you and the staff prepare and you all go about this, how are you all trying to plan practices to prepare the guys for what's coming up down the road in March here? So are you trying to just do things to get them prepared, situational practices right now, a lot of shell drills, get them ready for what's coming down the road here?
Well, you just said it. Just honing in on our fundamentals, making sure that guys don't overlook the opponent or the practice or the possession. Our guys, at this level now, especially this time of year, guys are either going north and preparing for a championship, or guys are getting ready for spring break. And our guys, I think we have the focus, we have the ownership, we have the veterans to take our team north and prepare for conference tournament. But it's these kids are fragile, man, and trying to get them to stay focused for a possession, stay focused for a scouting report, stay focused for 40 minutes of a game is challenging sometimes. So we make sure that we talk about it and we preach staying in the moment and enjoying the process and never overlooking the opponent, always respecting the game. And this time of year is probably more important than any other time to preach that stuff. And I think our guys are starting to figure it out.
You got there right. Rodney Billups here on the Bossman Show. People, the Denver Pioneers basketball coach here with me on the Bossman Show. And Coach, I looked at your roster. You kind of made light of it right here. You have a good mix of upperclassmen and lowerclassmen as well. And I feel like you have a good mix to build the program with, because you can keep the class balance going. You can keep replenishing your young guys with the older guys, and when somebody leaves, you'll have them coming right behind the date. You can grow and be old at the same time while being young and growing your program. So, Coach, is this what you target out to do when you got the job, is to have class balance between each class it is, whether it be redshirt, freshman, sophomore, junior, grad transfer, senior? So this is what you wanted when you took the job, how you envision having your roster with this good balance that you have right now going forward?
Absolutely. And if you look at college teams this time of year and you look at the standings, outside of the Power 5 conferences, the mid-major conferences, those teams that are leading those leagues have older guys, and having some balance, having some guys that have some ownership, have some experience playing in these types of games, these types of atmospheres, is imperative to the success of a program. And I think every coach strives to have 3 or 4 senior leaders every single year. And it's kind of what we walked into. Our guys, our seniors, are guys that I didn't recruit, but now that that I'm here, they are my guys. But that freshman class, that sophomore class, you'll see them kind of progress into how we want to play. We want to play fast. We want to get into transition and score. We want to pressure guys. You'll see our whole program start to take this transition after this senior class is gone. But right now, the seniors that are on our team, they sure are playing really well. Guys have some ownership and take some pride in what we do, and it's an honor to have called them and to continue to call them my guys. So I'm proud of that.
And coach, what you said is so noble because some coaches, I won't mention any names, but some coaches tend to just refer to them as they're not my guys, but you call them your guys. And I think because this is my thing, coach, and you I know you've agreed with this as me as well. Some on the line, they became your guys, But some coaches never see it that way.
Absolutely.
They just look at it as if I didn't recruit you, you're not my guy. And the kids,
Yep.
guys can feel that vibe from you that you don't really too much care. That's why they transfer out of their programs and leave and go elsewhere because the coach really didn't want them anyway. So
Absolutely.
yeah, you're not my guy. So you can feel go ahead and go wherever you want to. And I like how you took ownership that they are your guys. It's not like that's on that contract. You
Absolutely.
sign up to coach those guys and the guys that we bring in as well.
Yes, absolutely. And you spend enough time with guys, and they're battling for you. We're all in the fight together. They become your guys, and at some point as a human being, you're around a guy so long and so much, and you go through so many things together. You get some feeling about it, and regardless of if I recruited them or not, we eat together, we break bread every single day. We talk about life, we talk about next steps. They are my guys, and I'm gonna look out for them as the best as I can.
Coach, Rodney Billups in the Bossman Show, people. Denver Pioneers head coach. Now, coach, looking at your team stats, coach, you got balance scoring across the board. Three guys in double figures. Five guys pretty much getting 4 points a game, along with balance rebounding. Five guys pretty much getting you 3 boards a game. So with sharing the basketball and attacking the glass, the two main elements you've been preaching to your guys this year on defending the ball, defending like heck, but also rebounding the ball and sharing the ball with each other and playing the right way.
Absolutely, the strength of our team is our team, and I pride myself on telling that in the media, telling our team that in the locker room. That we don't have any lottery picks, not yet at least, and we got to do it as a group, and it takes all 13 scholarship guys. It takes five guys battling when they're on the court together. It takes guys to commit to each other and play for and with each other to win. Winning is hard, and especially this time of year, winning is extremely hard. Whether you're on the road or at home, all teams in your conference are coming after you. So, it takes a unit, it takes a collective group to get things done, and that's how we coach, that's how I talk, that's how we are, and that's how we stand to be.
And coach, I also want to ask you about the program itself. Since you've been there here in year two now, almost finished up year two. What do you say has been the biggest difference for you in the program since you took over? Since we last talked last year about the program on the show, so what's been the biggest difference in that you were really happy with about your program since we last spoke last year?
Well, the style of play, of course. Our games are getting faster. They're a lot more fan friendly. Our guys are starting to have some pride. I kind of alluded to that a little while ago, but our guys are starting to have some pride about it, and they enjoy being here. They enjoy the battle of competing every single day in practice and every single day in the game. So that part is changing. I think before I got here, guys didn't really enjoy fighting, and they didn't enjoy playing basketball, even for that matter. Guys were never in the gym. You see guys at night getting in the gym. You see guys coming around watching film. It's the program is growing in a sense of guys really love it and take it serious now, and I'm happy about that.
Exactly, and it can only help you in recruiting when guys see a new coach or coaches, you say year two or three, we're seeing the program progress. So I can only imagine how it's helping you in recruiting where you're selling, hey, we are build some here in Denver, and if you come here, you can be a part of something special. We have a chance to, if we play the right way, have the right mindset, win our league, and get in the big dance and do some things if we do everything the right way. And they buy into your vision that you have when you sit in their rooms and call them and you sit with their parents.
Absolutely. And, it's easy for me to sell this program because I came through it. It's the same adversity that they're going to have on campus I went through, the same classrooms that they sit in. I've sat in those same seats, same locker room, really. Well, minus some upgrades that the guys have. The same space I sat in. It's easy to talk about this program and the education behind it and the tradition behind it. It's easy to talk about it and sell it because I've been through it. And we were close as a student athlete. We were close to making the NCAA tournament. We've always played in a one bid league. We've made some championship a few times, but never really got to experience the NCAA run. And now I'm preaching, hey, let's be the team that got it done. Let this be your legacy. Let this be a staple in your basketball career before you play professional. And that's what we're selling. Alongside of Chauncey being around and being a part of our program, and him bringing pros to play with our guys during the summertime, to play pickup with our guys. It's easy to sell this city. It's the cities we're 5 minutes from downtown Denver, where you got everything, every professional sport. We're 30-minute drive if you want to go skiing. We're right in the center of everything.
I just in real estate, location.
Absolutely.
Now, Coach, final one I got for you this today, man, is a lot of people, my listeners in Atlanta, we got a new show here, 4-hour show, and we got a lot of new affiliates this year, man. They may not know about the Summer League like I do, or my staff know about Summer League and the coaching and the team. So if you could, Coach, show our listeners the quality of basketball, quality of coaching that the Summer League puts out on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm. You go back to the non-conference schedule. You have South Dakota State go to Iowa and win. You have South Dakota go to Ole Miss and win. You can go down the list of schedules where Summer League teams have went to high major places and won. Craig Smith was the coach of the year last year. He was coach of the year because they won the conference, the regular season championship last year at South Dakota. They are unbelievable with high major transfers, the style of play that they play. He does an unbelievable job. Even on down to the teams that are not doing great this year, like Western Illinois. Coach Wright does an unbelievable job coaching those guys up, and they play extremely hard. And they're not a team. Whereas in a normal league, the bottom team just kind of lay down for you. They compete. They play the right way. He's coaching them hard, and he's getting the best out of the guys that he has right now. And they're young. But that's bottom to the top of our league. Western Illinois is great coaching, good players. South Dakota State, Mike Dom, who will probably be a pro next year, averaging 27 and 13 on the year. South Dakota, I already talked about us. We have 2 kids on our team. Daniel Amigo, 6'10", can score at all 3 levels. There's a lot around the basket and could be a great defender when he wants to be. And Joe Rosman, a kid from Minnesota, who can really fill it up. It's guys in this league that will have a chance to play at the next level. And if not in the NBA, they're going to play in the G League or across the water and play for some money. And, it's a shame that we don't get the credit that we deserve playing in the Summer League, because there's some hard places to play. You look at South Dakota State, their home court advantage is top 5 every single year. They've only lost 4 games in the last probably 5 or 6 years at home. You go to Fort Wayne, and they have a kid, John Conchar, who is a stat stuffer. He averages close to a triple-double every single night. It's because we're not on that main scene, and we're not televised nationally. We don't get the credit that we deserve, especially the student athletes. So I encourage people to do their research and check out some of the games that come on ESPN3. Check on so many games that come on online and just give us a chance to prove to you that this is good basketball, good coaching, and good student athletes.
Yes, indeed. I could say any but a coach. Coach Billups, I wish you the best of luck in this 4-game homestand. I definitely always cheering for you. Glad to get you on the show. Once football season ended, I want to make sure I get you on the show before. We get in our full basketball coverage. I want to make sure we had you a part of that, Coach, because you're one of our good friends of the show. We don't want you to do well, and we're happy for you here at the Bossman Show. We cheering for you in the ATL, Coach, always.
Hey, I appreciate you, boss, man. Anytime you want me on, man, call me.
All right, folks. I did Billups on the Bossman Show.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Alright, folks, we're back on the Bossman Show. Got special guests for you out of the Big Sky Conference. Used to play ball in the Pac-12. He got a head coaching gig now. Eastern Washington Eagles. My man Shantay Legans on the Bossman Show. Coach Legans, man, what is good out there in Big Sky Country, man?
It's going good so far, man. Blessed coaching basketball for a living. You know what I'm saying? Get to wear sweats and tennis shoes to work, and then coach a game. It's the best thing out there, man. Best thing you can do.
Oh, I hear you, Coach. And congrats on your 7-4 start in conference play, Coach. I must tell you, I've been watching you guys from afar, keeping track of you on my ESPN app. I'm loving seeing the wins piling up for you guys. So, Coach, what's been the key factors to this nice start for you in conference play?
Well, we have, I think, probably one of the better players, you know, in not just our conference, but probably in the country. You know, he's pretty good. He just broke the all-time scoring record here. His name's Bogdan Bliznik. You know, he's leading the league in scoring right now. He's top 5 in assists, top 5 in rebounds, so he's killing it. And then we have, you know, some of the guys stepping up because we've had some injuries. And so we've had some freshmen step up and some sophomores step up and been playing great. And so, you know, losing your point guard early in the season and then losing, you know, your starting post and you have a freshman and a sophomore stepping up for you, it shows a lot about our depth. And so, you know, these guys are just scrapping away, man, playing hard, playing tough, and that's all you can ask for.
Now, Coach Bogdan been balling, man. 20 points a game, 6 boards and 4 downs. Man, this guy's been playing killer for you. So, are the guys watching how he prepares? Are the guys taking cues from how he works? Because you're going to need that example going forward for your program.
Yeah, so since I've been here, man, we've had 2 NBA guys. A lot of guys go to Europe, and they've all worked the same way. And Bogdan's no difference. You know, he's in there. He's in the gym. You know, he's a great leader. He brings guys to the gym with him. You know, he's one of those guys that, you know, you need on your team. He picks guys up, you know, to go shoot with him. He'll go grab them. Hey, let's go get some jumpers up on Saturday. You know, let's get up a Sunday morning, go get some shots up. Because he's a Seahawks fan, so he always got to get his shots up for the Seahawks game. He thinks it'll help him win. Ain't nothing helping them win. But, you know, he's trying everything he can to get these guys going. And yeah, man, they noticed it. They noticed how hard he works, and he just dropped 40 his last not last game, but the game before that. So he's playing well.
Now, Coach, he's a real talented kid, man. Like I said, that dedication only means to me this guy can play the next level. I know I read some stuff up on the guy, man. I tell you what, this guy is very talented. I feel like he has a future on the next level if he wants to, whether it be overseas, G League, or something, man. Is that how you feel about this cat right here, man?
Yeah, man, he's got a great future. I see some guys playing on TV, TNT sometimes, that aren't as good as him, and he's doing his due diligence. He's doing everything like you want. He's a 3.5 student. He's gonna get a degree this year in business, and he's doing everything the way you want a student athlete to be. And you couldn't be proud. I know his family's proud, not just because of all the accolades he's getting for basketball, because he's coming to get a degree too. And like I told you before, that's something that we really push here. And so, having a 3.5 GPA, average 20 points a game, and do everything the right way, never been in trouble. Has never had any run-ins with the law, nothing. He's a perfect example of a good student athlete. And so, yeah, I like to see him playing basketball for a long time. He's Ukrainian, so he's got dual citizenship, so he can play both. And so he's got a future one way or another, either in the NBA or playing in Europe.
Now, Coach, you say he's majored in business. Now, Coach, my degree's in business. So, that's already a soft spot in my heart because that's what my degree's in right there.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we have about 4 of our guys right now, majoring in business and planning on getting their masters because they're going to graduate in 3 years and go and try to get their masters in the 1 year and see how they go. I push them for it. I push for it all the time, and I'm excited to have a bunch of guys that want to do schoolwork too. It makes coaching much easier when you don't have to worry about the academic part of it because they're killing it in the classroom.
You got to believe it, folks. That's my man on the Bossman Show. Shantay Legans on the Bossman Show with me, Eastern Washington Eagles head coach, 7-4 in Big Sky play. Now, Coach, speaking of 7-4 star, Coach, what do you say about your guys bound into your culture as a new coach that you've got 7-4 start, you play well the non-conference schedule, and right now you're 12-12, it's here to play the Idaho Vandals. That is a heck of a name, the Vandals. But you're 12-12 as you getting ready to play those guys, man. How does it make you feel with your record and your culture?
It's good, man, because that's all right. They're about an hour and 15 minutes away from us, the Vandals. They came to our place, and, we jumped on them early. We're up about, 16 points. They came back and got us at our place. And they're a game ahead of us right now. They're 8-3. We're 7-4, so it's a huge game for us. And our guys are going to come in. They're excited about this game. We feel like we gave one away against them, but, they're a good team. They're well coached. They got one of the better players in the league also. And so, being able to play in these games are exciting for our team because, we want that. We want the challenge. And even though it's on the road, we're going to bring our fan support. We travel well, especially to close games like this. And we have a great fan base out here, and it makes everything much better, being able to go and play games like this, with games that count, especially against your rival like Idaho.
Now, Coach, that's to help you. You have a great prep time for this game. You play these guys 4 days from now, so you have a great prep. So you'll be really prepared. You better get a good scout on them, be able to practice it in practice, drilling what they're doing right now. I feel like this is a good setup for you, going down to Idaho to play those Vandals, man.
Yeah, it's just a great setup. And last time, we played them, we held them to 58 points. But the thing is, they held us to 51, so we both have some prep time, and, we got to put the ball in the basket. That's the name of the game. We average about 77 points a game, 78. And so for them to put a number on us like that at our place was really good by them. And so we got to be prepared next time we play them. And so we're looking forward to getting able to get up and down against these guys and spread them out a little bit better than we did last time. And, just go out there and play, go out there and ball. And I think the guys are going to do that. And so I'm looking forward to this game.
I hear it in your voice, Coach. I hear it in your voice. You're ready to tip off right now. That's how much I hear it in your voice right now.
Man, I wish I was playing. Put it that way. I'd rather tip off today. We could have played yesterday the way we feel, so we're excited about it.
Coach, you can still play, man. I think you can still go out there and drop 30 on these kids, man. You still got it in you.
We playing half court. I got you. I ain't getting up and down with these young fellas anymore. These boys do. They run, they jump, they all shoot, man. Half court's my game. 2 dribbles, half court.
So you're a shell drill guy now. You're a shell drill guy.
Shit. I'm on the outside telling them, hey, got to do this, got to do that. I can't do it no more. Not with these young boys.
4 passes, then shoot.
I call them young bulls. They out there. They out there.
I feel you, Coach. I feel you, man. Now, Coach, I'm looking at your roster still, man. I'm loving your roster balance, Coach. And I've loved how you got some good experienced guys with young guys. And I feel like, Coach, the guys are getting experience seeing the culture built, seeing a winning program in action. So, as you go forward, are you looking forward to keeping this same class balance with we got some upperclassmen, some juniors, sophomores, and freshmen to keep the train rolling where it's not just all heavy with fifth-year transfers and you lead the guys, you got to go JC guys and they're gone 2 years. So you got a good balance going with your roster and your program, Coach. Is that what you want to achieve going forward as well?
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what you just said. I want to be able to have guys that been in the program for a while that understand, know exactly what I want, and know exactly what it takes to get in these ball games. Like for instance, we had probably one of the hardest preseasons of any team in all America. If you looked at our travel, we had only 3 home games and everything else was on the road, and we were everywhere. And so, but if you have veterans who've been through the whole thing, they understand what it is. They understand, hey, listen, it comes down to us playing well in the Big Sky, guys. Don't worry about losing to UNLV, in the close game. Don't worry about losing this game in overtime to Wyoming. It's preparing us for the Big Sky. And so when you're able to have older guys and veteran guys and leaders that understand exactly what you're looking for, then it's all good. You have nothing to worry about. A lot of guys lose their teams when they lose a couple games in the preseason. And it's like, hey, you're going on the road. These are money games. They're giving us $95,000 to come out here to play. So, as you play these games, you want to win. You're playing for the win, but you're also seeing, what young guys can play with the lights when they come on, because about the veterans, but what young guys can go out there and just ball and not worry about everything, and then you start getting your team that you're getting ready to count on, and giving guys the opportunity to play early in the preseason and what they have, and we wouldn't, like right now we're starting a freshman point guard. A lot of teams don't start freshman point guards. Well, our point guard got hurt. And, the next man up. But he showed and proved during the preseason that he could play. And he's a good player, and he's doing great for us right now. He's steady. He's not making too many turnovers. He makes shots. But being able to have guys and veterans, and now when he's a junior, he'll be able to, give his experience to these guys about, man, I was playing when I was a freshman, man. I was with Bossman. He did it this way. I'm going to do it this way. And, oh, shoot, we went ahead and we lost to one of these big schools. That's okay. When we get down to the season, we got to play Sacramento State. And the game's close. We're going to know exactly what we need to do. And so as you get those guys that, grow up through your program, instead of always going to get the fifth-year guy, always going to get, a junior college or a transfer guy. Obviously, there's a time and place for those types of players, but it's when you have a need for them. And I feel that a lot of guys in my profession just go and grab guys just because they can grab them, and then they don't use them. And so now you see some grad 50 guys who left a good situation to go sit on the bench somewhere because it's a bigger school per se, but they're still not going to the tournament. They're not playing any meaningful games. They're just sitting on the bench now watching, these other guys play. And so, I like to have guys, that come through our program and go all the way through. But we've had some great fifth-year transfers also. I mean, Jake Wiley came in from the NAIA. And he was picked up by the Brooklyn Nets, and he was playing live. He just got sent home because of injury, but he was on the roster. He's a two-way player, and Austin McBroom the year before him. So, you got to find the right balance, and you got to find the need. You just grab a guy, and so, building through high school and winning programs like that, I love building culture, and these guys, man, the team I have now, I love these guys, man, because win, lose, or draw, I'm still happy. I'm still a happy coach. You don't hear me or my staff saying, "Oh God, we gotta get rid of this guy. This guy's not a good. This guy's a bad omen. He's a cancer to our team." No, we don't say that after the game because we recruit all these kids and we like all the kids, and so it makes it a good balance. It makes it a lot of fun as a coach to be able to, have guys you like, trust, love, and can just keep pushing forward and win, lose, or draw. So it makes coaching easy. So being able to get high school kids and build through the program and have some balance and stability is always great.
And Coach, I'm not gonna say this coach's name, but the coach came on to this show a couple weeks ago, and he pretty much threw his guys on the bus that he didn't recruit, and it kind of made me sick hearing it on the radio and the air, where the coach is pretty much talking about when I get my guys in. This is my thing. signing a contract on that line, those guys became your guys. He was pretty much citing the fact that he was still
Yeah.
because he didn't have his guys, and it hurt me as a host. I couldn't really cut the interview short, but I had to be professional. But it hurts me in our profession that we love, in your profession, that some of the guys, if they didn't recruit you, they kind of showing you like you're a piece of coal, that you're not important, and they talk about my guys.
It makes me sick.
Yeah,
I'm with you. It ain't your guys. You signed to go to that school. That's your school now. They're all your guys, no matter what. That's what you got. That's what you've been given. You've been given this team. Now you got to make this team good for this year. And those guys are there because they're good players. They didn't get recruited there because this has happened. Sometimes coaches lose games and stuff happens, but at the same time, they're Division I players or whatever division they are. They've been recruited to that school, so they've been pretty good. And so, I hear that a lot too sometimes, especially when coaches get to a new spot or, some of these old guys and, they're not, buying into what we're selling. But at the same time, that's your job. Your job is to, make those guys buy in. That's why you're a coach. Your profession is to make these guys buy in and believe what you're selling, no matter who it is. No matter what player it is, you gotta. Sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it does, but you never go and throw kids under the bus because they're 18 to 22 years old. Maybe they're shook because their coach left, the guy who brought them in. You never know what's going on with the kids, man. And so you sometimes got to get on their level, and you got to have a good staff, and just go to war with what you got because obviously throughout time you're going to be able to bring your guys in, but now those guys are your guys. Every loss they get is going on your record. They're not going to say, I'm 22-11 after the end of the season. The guys, they're going to be like, well, they're gone, but you still got your record. Hey, sweetie, but you still got your record, And so I don't like it when coaches say that either. It kind of pushes things the wrong way and makes everybody, uncomfortable. It makes the whole thing uncomfortable.
And Coach,
so it's one of those deals.
And Coach, the final question for you, Coach, is this: just speak to the quality of the teams, coaching in the league as a whole, in the Big Sky Conference. Because you guys got quality talent in the Big Sky. You all have a lot of good coaches. So, can you speak to that fact about the quality talent and quality coaching and the quality players in the league in the Big Sky Conference?
Well, man, let me tell you, we have some of the best coaches in all of basketball, I believe, in our league because. Some of the travel and things we have to do, they come up with game plans. Our travel is probably some of the worst out there, but we have some very smart coaches. We have some, dynamics, some thinkers, some coaches out there that can really, change ball games. And the players in our league, we have some of the most skilled guys out there. If you look at our numbers, in our league, we have some of the best shooting numbers, in all the country. And we got skilled guys and. It makes the league very tough. And right now, I think, in the Ken Palmer ranked number 14th 16th in leagues. And so that's the highest it's been in a long time. And we have teams, we have coaches and players in this league that, we can lose any team on any given day. There's no bums in our league, which makes everything hard. And so it also makes it fun and exciting because every Thursday you don't know who's going to win. You get done with your game, you're like, we got a dub tonight, and they're like, oh man, can you believe such and such lost? And so, I think we have one of the top leagues out there, one of the mid majors, because we got some talented players and some talented coaches, and I feel that in our league we have some of them. I think we have a good brotherhood in the Big Sky too with the coaching. With the coaching and also with the players because I feel like we all have great sportsmanship and we're all good.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night, for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.
Back in the JR the Bossman show, we're joined by the UNC Asheville Bulldogs head coach Nick McDevitt on the Bossman show. Currently on the bus heading to a game to play tomorrow. Coach, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Coach, congrats on starting the Big South play, 9-3, currently on a 5-game winning streak, Coach. So talk to us about what's been the key factors for your team being on this winning streak. What team has been doing really, really well as you guys have won these last 5 games here?
Effort and energy. Those are two things that we felt that we were lacking a little bit, that caused us to start out a little slow in conference play. We started out 1-2, and in our last 9 games we're 8-1, and just had to come to terms with ourselves that we weren't playing hard enough to win some of those games. And fortunately for our guys, they were able to look in the mirror and realize that, admit that, and correct it. And as a result, we've been playing pretty well as of late.
And, Coach, I saw where you guys played Vanderbilt. You played those guys real well at their place in Memorial Gym. You pretty much could have beat them if you played or two here that went your way. So how much confidence did it give you guys going to SEC school, Vanderbilt, and Memorial Gym, and what it's all about, that nostalgia, how the courts is set up there, and playing them guys that tough and almost coming out there with a victory in Nashville?
Yeah, it was a good game. I told our guys, I thought that was one of the better games that we had played on the road this year. As you mentioned, we didn't get the result that we wanted, but I thought we played pretty well. And anytime you go into an SEC facility and it ends up being a one-possession game, our guys took some confidence from that. And, we've been able to get a couple on the road later in the season as a result of, being able to see what they could do on the road versus a team like that.
And, Coach, now let's talk about Memorial Gym. Just how weird was it, Coach, being away from your team but the other end of the gym? Because I wouldn't know how to act.
Yeah.
I would have come down all the way down the sideline to the half-court line, but I know you can't do that. So how was it for you experience coaching down in Memorial Gym, Coach?
It was neat. It really was. It's very different. Obviously you're trying to be around your staff, and you turn around at times and they're 35, 40 feet away because they're down there on the baseline. So you definitely see the game a little bit different being down there on the baseline as opposed to on the sideline. But, they've got a good program over there. It's a different venue, and I think our guys enjoy playing over there. Nashville's a great city, so it was a good trip for us. Certainly would like to come out of there with that win, but overall a good experience for our team.
Coach David on the Bossman show with me and JR here. You want to see Asheville Bulldogs head coach. Now, Coach, looking at your roster, I love how you have a good mix of upperclassmen and also with lowerclassmen as well. And just go through conference play, Coach, and go through this last part of the Big South season. Do you feel like having that young and old mix is good for you going forward, and just for your program going forward, having that class balance to keep the roster not being heavy fifth-year transfers or junior college guys? You have some guys you can develop and become older guys and help the program keep that train rolling as you have it going here so far.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got 14 guys on our roster. 4 are seniors, so we're able to lean on them, rely on them for leadership and experience and things like that. But at the same time, we're excited about the young guys. We start 2 sophomores. Another sophomore is one of the first guys off the bench for us. So we're excited about next year. We've got 2 young men in our program now that are redshirt freshmen. They're currently not playing this year, that we're excited about adding next year. So as you're kind of talking about, we're we've got a good team this year, and we're kind of in the thick of things as we approach tournament play. But at the same time, we're excited about the guys that are returning next year as well.
And Coach, looking at your stats, Coach, I'm loving how you have the balance going across the board. 4 guys in double figures. You got 6 guys pretty much, 7 guys pretty much there with 7 rebounds, 3 rebounds per game. 6 other guys are averaging good performances as well, Coach. So I want to think about this, Coach, for your team. I think what you want to pretty much do is balance scoring, balance rebounding, attacking the glass, defending like crazy. I think that's what probably you guys have been preaching all year long. Because looking at your stats, it seems like that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah, we try to preach that. We talk about ball movement all the time, making the ball go inside and out and side to side. Those are things that we chart during the game. Those are things we talk about during practice. And we just feel like that you become harder to guard when the ball's moving like that. You've got multiple scoring options out there at all times. We're fortunate enough to where we have several versatile players that can score in the post and on the perimeter. So makes us a little harder to guard in that way as well. I just think when you've got, just 1 or 2 guys that are capable of having big nights, you can kind of key in on them defensively and take away their options as a team. We've been fortunate to be pretty balanced and had several different guys that have led us in scoring at one time or another this year.
And, Coach, the other thing was I try to tell young players who talk to me off the record, I'm a radio guy, I play sports myself, about with basketball, the ball is energy. When you move that ball moving around the horn, you're moving that basketball, guys feel involved. And I know coaches hate this, but guys defend better when they're getting the ball or scoring or feeling the ball. They defend better on the the floor. So having the energy, having the ball moving as that energy, it makes everybody want to be involved and play harder on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd hate to play a sport where you never got to touch the ball. So I agree with you. I think when you've got all your players that are sharing the ball and you got bigs that get a touch, sometimes you go to the playground and play in a pickup game. It's a guard-dominated game, and sometimes your posts don't ever get a touch. You get them the ball every now and then, you find out how much harder they rebound and defend and block shots and run the floor. So I think that's the case with everybody. You play in the game of basketball, it's nice to touch the basketball every now and then.
You get there, right? You won't have a guy dribbling for 25 seconds and shoot up a contested isolation jumper. That's like, dude, really? Let me just sit down somewhere, let you do this, my man. You hate to play with a guy like that. I definitely with you, Coach. Now, Coach, you're hitting Longwood College right now. You got a game against Radford as well this weekend. So what will be the things you preach to your guys to keep this win streak going and taking it a day at a time, having them prepare for these 2 teams you got this week, Coach?
Yeah, you just touched on it a little bit there, just taking it a day at a time. You can't look ahead to this weekend. It'll be a big game for us hosting Radford this coming Saturday, but we can't look past Longwood. They've got some talented players on their roster, several very good one-on-one players, and that'll be a key to the game for us tomorrow night is being able to sit down and guard the ball one-on-one. They don't do a lot of complicated stuff, but that's not to say that it's easy to defend. Anytime you've got to be really alert both on and off the ball versus a team like Longwood because they do have good athletes and they want to play a lot of one-on-one. So when that's the case, you got to be ready to guard every time down the floor.
If I want for you, this is Coach. A lot of my listeners are not familiar with the Big South Conference. They watch the ACC, SEC games on ESPN all the time. But I'm a basketball junkie, so I'm definitely into every conference basketball, mid-major, high major. I don't care. So for the listeners out here who may not be familiar with your conference, talk to about the quality coaching and the quality teams in the Big South Conference. What kind of basketball they can see that they give you guys a chance, check you guys out sometime.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really good coaches in the league, a lot of really good teams and programs. You look over the last couple of decades, and ourselves, along with Winthrop and Liberty and Coastal Carolina, who's now in the Sun Belt, have been has had good coaches and good players, and made a little noise in the NCAA tournament. Greg Marshall, who's now at Wichita State, great coach in this league for a long time at Winthrop. Cliff Ellis still is at Coastal Carolina, who was in our league for a long time. So I just think there's a lot of really good basketball. And Rich McKay, who's
been at New Mexico and Colorado State. Oregon State is now the head coach at Liberty in our league. So every time you lace them up and go play, there's going to be good players and good coaches across from you. So you got to be ready to go every night.
I hear that, Coach. It's a pleasure having you on the show, Coach. I enjoy watching your team play at Vandy. So I saw you guys have been doing well, so I want to have you on the show. Once I got back to be able to focus on basketball for a while here with football season over, so definitely want to give you one of the first guys I have on when I'm getting our basketball coverage, Coach. So I love what you guys got going on over in Asheville, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for having me on.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Album is available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.